everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Lyric from Lovely Lyric Games, and welcome back to episode 6 of Botany Manor. So last episode, we started exploring chapter 4, and there were still 3 plants we need to figure out how to grow. But, if you notice, we brought this tree back to life with our Sapphire Gloom mushroom that we grew in the last episode, which was really cool. So we have a fern and it looks like a couple flowers. See, the nightfall, I don't know what other clues we are missing for this one. And I don't think we have any for the other 2 plants, although I'm not really sure because there are a couple clues I don't know what plant they go with. So let's just get right back into investigating. We have this whole new area behind this door that was locked. We have this fairy painting we found. That looks like it's in some sort of flower, so that's probably maybe the brook, or maybe the nightfall, because it is at night. I don't know. The attic is locked for now. Here's a note. Dearest Arabella, I was taking a walk along a river in Somerset recently and noticed a sight I just had to write you about. In the water, I saw a brook chalice blooming. I've never seen or heard of it flowering before. None of my books mentioned it. It was so beautiful. Do you have any idea what would have caused this? Ever your friend, Edith. Alright, guys. We gotta figure this out for Edith. So, this is... well, we know it's maybe something to do with a river. Letter about weeds. Oh, that's what it's called. Okay, I was gonna say, that wasn't about weeds, guys. Okay. This looks like the fern. Cradle fern. The bird eggs must have... That's the one type of owl egg. We just saw that in the last episode. No. Okay. Cradle fern, bird eggs, and the fern painting. That was the eggs of a type of owl. Hold on. Right here. Crested owl egg. Okay. Well, we now know what the cradle fern is something to do. That's where the bird eggs match. Okay. These, anything? Just this. This is another little plant area, which I don't know what we have to do with the nightfall. We know the nightfall has something to do with the sunset. But we need to figure out what time of year it blooms in. Okay, this is... Okay, there's a lot to explore. Okay. Let's look in the bedroom. We know there's seeds for a plant in here. I think the cradle fern? Yeah. Okay. Aquatic weed removal. Maybe this is about the brook one. Because that was called a letter about weeds. Okay, over here. Somerset Society for Wildlife Protection offers a petition to be presented to the Honorable House of Commons. In recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline and even extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear the beautiful chime-like calls. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near rivers of Somerset. We ask that they respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, sign below. No expense attends signing, and we did sign for it. Okay, we did sign the petition. There's the cradle fern. So this is something to do with birds. This is oh, no, yes, that, but also the painting is still. Okay. The nightfall. The trapped fairy, a folktale. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy who loved gazing in her own reflection in the water. She lost track of time and the day turned to night. Nyx, the goddess of night, noticed the little fairy. The moon was shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offense and wanted to punish the fairy. Placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her. She fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached, the spell broke, though just as the fairy awoke from her enchantment, the flower bud closed and trapped it for eternity. So the trapped fairy in the nightfall. fairy painting the story. Sorry guys, I sneezed. My dear Nova, never forgotten. Oh my god, do we have a dead cat? That's gonna make me cry. That's so upsetting. Also, I am trying to get cozy under that comforter. Look at that. Letter from Eliza. Dearest friend, it seems our interest in visiting the private plant collection of Lord Spencer has gone unacknowledged. While disappointing, I'm not sure it is worth pursuing scientific study in such places. On my recent visit to Brinsby, the young man showing us around barely had a basic knowledge of plants, and due to there being a large group of gentlemen in the party, all useful time and rhodation was devoted to them, and none given to Constance and I. Let us plan another trip of our own, and perhaps we can see those specimens in their home habitats where they belong. Ever your faithful friend, Eliza. Lord Spencer. I don't know who that is. That's a type of plant. Oh, here's another room. Oh, what are these? Arnica flower, sprains, strains, and joint pains. I need me some of that. Tincture of red clover, chamomile red clover soothes hot flushes. Whoa. Do we have to put... Because the river flower... Do you think the brook chalice is gonna have to be in the tub? This is a pipe piece. Are we... Oh my god, we're gonna have to fix the pipes? Do I look like a plumber to you? Flush the toilet? Wilson Plumbers, here's our quote: to repair the geyser in your bathroom. Might seem high, but trust us, it's a complicated job. Best left to the professionals. I think they're charging us more because they think we're an incompetent woman, and we are going to do this ourselves because screw them. This game activates my female rage complex. Hot bath, turn of the tap. Okay, this I think is gonna have to be, I'm assuming, for the brook chalice. In theory. Okay. Here. Okay. We fixed that. Fuck them plumbers. We figured it out. Now, I don't know what all we need to do. Flush toilet. That's... I was gonna say, I don't know. I'm assuming that might have something to do with maybe changing the water. So this adjusts the temperature. And then that's how it fills. Okay. No! No, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Can I drain the bath? There has to be a drain option, right? I didn't just fumble that, right? Okay. Whew! Alright, well, this we'll have to come back to, I presume. Let's come across here. Okay. Chair. Here's a note. Dear Lady Arabella, I wanted to thank you once again for your invaluable contributions during our recent meadow orchid research expedition. Your keen observation and deep knowledge of orchids was so helpful. Your dedication to this field is an inspiration to us all. I look forward to the future collaborations and the continued exploration of the botanical wonders that surround us. I'll put a good word in with the Botanical Society, Professor Montague. Sorry if I butchered that name, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just sorry, I guess. Shame and sorrow. Okay. Official government health and safety warning. 8th of August, 1890 has been to our attention that ironworks have been illegally dumping scrap metal in rivers across Somerset, now polluted with rust, unsafe for swimming. So maybe the flower wants rust to bloom. River swimming season, they cleared the most popular rivers of its aquatic weeds. Okay. Well, feel like this has to be... Oh, attic key. Yippee! Let's look in here. Because there's still 2 plants we haven't figured out what we need to do. Rivers of Somerset. Average temperature. That's probably gonna be important. Okay, we have all the clues for the brook chalice. Okay. Dearest Arabella, I'm ready to share an exciting discovery I made in my botanical studies. Some plants are particularly sensitive to sound and seem to thrive when exposed to music or melodies from their natural environment. I hope to share this with you so you can join me in my research. Your sincere friend, Mary Ann. Okay. Maybe the cradle fern? Bell tower. Okay, I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. But if we get the brook seed, the brook chalice seed, we can probably grow it. We just have to figure out what river it grows, and we might have to look back at the papers. Here's the music. That's so cool. Bird calls. Oh my god, because the crested owl egg. E, C, D, E, G, F. So that's gonna be how we do the cradle fern. Okay. Now we don't have all the clues for the nightfall yet. Let's go back to the library. Maybe there's something we're missing. Before we grow any plants, I want to run back and see if... Because I don't know what else we're missing for that. Or maybe we have to go in here. Never mind, I think in here might be the move. Flower growing companion guide. Sometimes a moth can become trapped inside a flower, but if it closes in the morning. So moths are gonna be with the fairy the nightfall. Okay. The moth is then forced to use flower bud as resting place till it opens. Some flowers only bloom for short periods during the year. If the moth is unlucky, it won't open for many months. Okay, so that is definitely the nightfall. Which means that this is going to be related. That's a lot of moths. That's 18 types of moth. Okay. Moth spotting calendar. Whoa. Oh my god, guys, this game is so cool. Okay, okay. So you have to discover when and the type of year. Hold on. If we go back to the painting. Do you see that moth in the back? Or her wings. Let's see, maybe if they match a type of moth, like red with brown spots. Garden tiger moth. Garden tiger moth. Garden tiger. Garden tiger. Garden tiger. Garden tiger. Garden tiger moth. September. It must bloom in September. Guys, I'm so smart. I'm cooking. Whoa. What? Oh my god, a rusty pig? Wait. Don't they like rust? Maybe we need the rust. We probably need the rusty pig in the tub for the brook thing. Right? Am I on to something? Am I problem solving? Yes. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go back to the attic. Which is over here. Yes. Okay, rusty pig. What's this? Sight of plants. Some scientists have plants that have photoreceptors, see the color of light, the time of day, to open or close buds. So this is definitely for the night flower. To track, and you can use it to trick flowers to blooming anytime they like. So when does the nightfall bloom? September. So we probably have to find the colors. Okay. Let's start with the nightfall then. Because we're probably going to have to bloom it, make it bloom up here. So let's get it started. Nightfall. Water it. Okay. And I am probably going to plant these all in their little... Or I'm going to plant all the seeds. Like, I'm going to plant the cradle fern and put it in the bell tower and the brook one in the tub because that's where it's going to need to bloom. So if we do this, we do sapphire gloom. We don't even have... I didn't even grab the new seed. Okay, cradle fern. This we know is bell tower, so up in here. God, I love old house. Like, if I could explore an old manor like this, I would have so much fun. This is like something I would just do as a hobby, is run around a historical manor like this. Oh my god, especially if it was a garden. Okay, now where are those other type of seeds that we're missing? The brook seeds. I'll read that later. I'm just looking for the seed packet. Okay, here. And then we can bring this up. And then before we... Okay, I just want to close the seeds. I want to plant one of the seeds. And then we can actually, like, do the steps to grow it and explore the attic. I am just really excited because I figured out what they all need. Guys, aren't I so smart? I'm basically a detective. I'm basically a genius detective who is gonna solve every mystery to ever exist in the history of the world. Yes! Okay. Alright. Let's go to the attic. Let's explore this a little bit. That we read, basically the lights, so we are gonna have to run and check those paintings. What's this note? Okay, maybe from our uncle. My dear niece, I fear the window may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. Ugh. I have arranged a dinner for you to meet my neighbor's son Edward, as he is successful in business in London. Your cousins, William and Thomas, may, well, aspire to become accomplished scientists, but for you, Arabella, it is better to make yourself useful in the small duties of life for which you will be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt be valuable should you have a son, but it would be foolish to allow such a folly to come before the more important things in life. I am confident this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be 5 o'clock on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Aunt Agnes. Aunt Agnes can suck my plant-loving dick. Okay? The Botanist's Digest. This month, the conversation with Professor Montague, leading expert in British meadow orchids. Every plant, every leaf, and every meadow holds secrets waiting to be unlocked. My aim is to uncover some of those mysteries. Professor John Montague, renowned botanist, sheds light on his groundbreaking work in the world of meadow orchids and other botanical wonders. With decades of research and numerous publications, his name, Professor Montague's contribution to the field has been nothing short of revolutionary, including discovering a new species, or a hood marsh orchid. I'm not even going to try to say the scientific name. Dick is stealing our credit from us. Oh my god, look at this beautiful stained glass, though. Sorry, I need to lock in. Oh. A mallard? Aw, he's cute. Okay, well. We know we're gonna have to trigger certain colors. So, it blooms in September. Let's go find that sunset painting in the secret section of our library. For September. That's... May. September was over here, wasn't it? Mid-September. It's blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, and red. Yes, up here. Okay, so we need blue, yellow, orange, and red. Okay. In theory, this will work. Yes! Oh my god, we did it. He can't discover this new orchid, can he? I don't know if this is an orchid or not, though, to be so honest. I think it's a type of lily based off the name and the appearance, but Oh. Seeing the nightfall bloom is a rare event. The flower only blooms with September sunsets. Night pollinators active in September, such as the garden tiger, often get trapped once the bud closes for the rest of the year. Whoa. Oh my god, this is freaking gorgeous. This is not staying up here. This might be a bedroom flower for us. I want to see this at night as like a reminder that we're so cool. Yeah. Okay, let's do the cradle fern and the bell tower. So, weird the crested owl. E, C, D, E, G, F. E, C, D, E, G, F. Yes! Again. We did it. Again. Oh my gosh, okay. This is also too beautiful to stay up here. Oh. I freaking love this game, guys. Cradle fern is used by the crested owl as a nest, and in turn the plant has grown dependent on the owl's chime like a call to grow. Oh my god, this game is so fun and cool. And we can keep it right there. Last but not least, we have the brook cradle. Oh, but we have to look at something for this. Weed removal. When was that letter sent? 10th of August. Okay, 10th of August, and we want to look at that river poster and maybe find the temperature. Oh. But what river? Melodies, no. Okay, let me look. Okay, rivers. Thank you. Okay, River Cam, River Summer, River Chew. Cam, Summer, or Chew? I see Cam and Summer. So it's either 15 or 5 degrees Celsius, and I'm gonna have to Google the rough translation of that, probably. Okay. Did she say what river? Of a river in Somerset, along. Bathgiver. Okay, so I mean maybe we just try both temperatures. She said along a river, so maybe we start with Cam because it only has one bridge. Because she didn't say across. I don't know. It's gonna be my guess. 5 degrees Celsius. I don't even know if we can get it that cold, because I'm pretty sure this is in Fahrenheit. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, let's try 5 degrees. And if not, we'll try 15. Nope. Okay, and we have the rusted pig. Okay, what are we missing? Weed removal. The master bedroom. Maybe it mentions a specific river. No. Trapped fairy. Oh! Sorry. No. Okay, Somerset Rivers hunting. Weed removal. Brook chalice. Clark aquatic weed removal. It's the same name as this one. Okay, River Cam, Chew, and Summer. Barton, Facts, Scrap, Cam, Summer, and Chew. Am I just missing River Chew? Axe, Parrot, Yale, Tone, Drew. 5 degrees, 15 degrees Celsius. Because it did the rust. And it was like, oh, so maybe it needs the rust to grow. It was affected by the River Frome was affected by the waste, but it's clear, probably because the Brook Chalice needs the waste. Frome. 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, there we go. That's what we were missing. Oh. Here we go. It's gonna work now. I'm calling it. My spidey senses are tingling. Yes! And look at how beautiful. Whoa! Well, it's never coming out the tub. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty! The brook chalice prefers to go in rivers with a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. The plant naturally filters the water from rust and metal. Unfortunately, they get removed often as people prefer their ponds to be weed-free. Okay, well, we're not going to drain it, but I do want to take this plant and set it somewhere. Oh, it filters water. Maybe we can put it in, like, the kitchen. And we did get a delivery at the gatehouse, but I think we'll save that for the next episode. I just want to find a nice little home for this plant. This filters water. I don't really know where a great spot for it to be. I don't really know where we get our water from. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, well, we can keep it in the kitchen somewhere. Let's keep it right there. Oh, that's so lovely. Well, this, we are going to leave episode 6, sorry, of Botany Manor here. If you guys are enjoying this game so far, please consider liking and subscribing. I am a small creator. It does help me out. I have a playlist for this series and all other series on my channel if you're looking for something to binge. If not, no pressure. Just thank you for watching till the end. I hope you're well. I hope the rest of your day goes well, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.